There is a job paying $200 to $400 an hour, hiring as fast as it can find people, and it didn't exist 3 years ago. You don't need a computer science degree. You don't need to know how to code. You don't even need to be technical. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what the job is, what people doing it actually charge, the 3 case studies you build to land your first client, and the 5-page document template that closes the deal. Save this video. This is the most asymmetric career move available to a non-technical professional in 2026. Let's start with the size of the opportunity. Gartner's 2025 Enterprise AI Spend Report puts global corporate AI investment at $2.3 trillion. McKinsey's quarterly tracker says less than 12% of mid-market companies between 10 million and 500 million in revenue, have an in-house AI lead. That's the gap. Trillions of dollars budgeted, almost no one to deploy it. The companies are willing to write checks. They have nobody to write them to. Into that gap walks the AI implementation specialist, sometimes called an AI integration consultant, sometimes an AI workflow auditor. The title varies. The role does not. The job is exactly 3 things. 1. Walk into a small or mid-sized business. Spend a day or a week looking at how their team actually works. 2. Identify where AI tools, real ones, available today, would save them 10 to 20 hours a week. 3. Either deploy those tools yourself or write up a step-by-step plan their existing team can follow. That's it. You are not building AI. You are not training models. You are not engineering anything. You are a translator. You sit between people who think AI is magic in a marketplace of tools that already exists. The reason this pays so well is not that the work is hard. It's that the people who can do it well are vanishingly rare. Most AI specialists came out of engineering and don't talk to non-technical operators. Most operators don't know what AI tools exist. The intersection, someone fluent in both, is being paid like an investment banker. Let me give you actual numbers from the last 6 months of postings and freelance contracts I've tracked. 1-day workflow audit. Industry standard rate is between $1,500 and $2,500. The deliverable is a 5-page report, an hour of conversation, and a list of 3 tools the company should adopt. Hourly consulting on implementation. The market range is $150 to $400 an hour, with the typical sweet spot around $250. Project-based deployment. A complete AIFI, a department, engagement runs $10,000 to $40,000 depending on scope. Retainer. Once you have one client, the natural evolution is a monthly retainer. $3,000 to $5,000 a month for a few hours a week of the AI person on call. 3 retainers is 6 figures. These numbers are not aspirational. They are what the market is paying right now to people who have never written a line of code. Here is what you actually need to win your first client. You don't need a degree. You don't need a certificate. You don't need a portfolio of past clients. You need exactly 3 things. At first, a working knowledge of the top 15 AI tools companies are actually buying. Not the top 1,000, the top 15. They are mostly free or cheap to try. The list rotates every 6 months. You need to know it as a current operator would, not as a textbook would. Second, a written workflow audit framework. A repeatable 5-step process you can walk into any business and run on Tuesday. I'll give you the framework in a moment. Third, 3 case studies. Not real client case studies, hypothetical ones on businesses you have access to. a friend's company, your former employer, a nonprofit you volunteer for. You walk through the audit on each. You write up what you found. Those 3 case studies become your portfolio. Here's the framework. Pause this video and write it down. Step 1. Map the week. Have the operator list every recurring task their team does in a week, in 15-minute increments, just bullet points, 20 to 40 bullets. Step 2. Score the bullets. For each task, score it on 2 scales. How repetitive is it? 1 to 5. How language heavy is it? 1 to 5. The sweet spot for AI replacement right now is high on both scales. Step 3. Match tools. For the top 5 highest scoring tasks, you propose one specific AI tool that could do that task. Name the tool. Quote its actual price. Estimate the hours it would save per week. Step 4. Calculate ROI. For each tool, the math is simple. Hours saved times the loaded hourly rate of the person doing it minus the tool cost. Most ROI multiples come back at 6 to 15 times. That's the slide that closes the engagement. Step 5. Pick one. Don't try to deploy 5 tools. Pick the highest ROI single tool. Write a 30-day implementation plan. Charge them to execute it, or charge them to teach their team to execute it. That's the framework. 5 steps. Half a day to run on a typical small business. Now the part everyone gets wrong. Most people who try this start by cold emailing strangers. Don't. The first 3 audits should be free on businesses you already know. A friend's dental practice, a family member's law firm, a neighbor's e-commerce shop. You walk in for free, you run the framework, you produce a beautiful 5-page document, and you say, I'd like to use this as a case study with your name redacted. Would that be okay? Almost everyone says yes. Now you have 3 case studies, real ones, with real numbers. You take those 3 case studies, you put them on a 1-page personal website, you put the link in your LinkedIn headline, and you change your title to AI Implementation Specialist. Then you pick one industry, pick the one your case studies are in, and you cold message 20 owners on LinkedIn. Not asking for work. Asking if they'd want a free 30-minute AI readiness check where you'll point out the 3 highest leverage AI tools for their specific business. Out of 20 owners, 3 say yes to the call. 1 out of 3 becomes a paid client within 60 days. That math has held in every consulting niche for 40 years. AI doesn't change it. The deliverable that converts a free call into a paid engagement is a specific document. Page 1, Executive Summary, 3 sentences. What you found, the dollar amount of opportunity, the recommended next move. Page 2, the week mapping bullets scored. Page 3, the 3 highest ROI tasks with the matched AI tool, price, and hours saved. Page 4, the dollar math, cost of tools, hours saved, total monthly savings, with a chart, charts close deals. Page 5, 3 options, DIY package. They implement, you charge them $800 to $1,500 for the document. Done with you. They implement with your guidance, $3,000 to $6,000. Done for you. You implement, $10,000 to $20,000. You present this document on a screen share with the owner. You don't have to sell. The document sells itself. Most owners pick one of the 3 tiers within 48 hours. Here is the truth about why this opportunity exists right now. Most people see AI as a threat to their job. AI implementation specialists see AI as the inventory they're now licensed to sell. The tools are free or cheap. The labor that turns tools into business outcomes is rare. The rare thing is what the market pays for. You are not competing with AI. You are arbitraging the gap between what AI can technically do and what businesses actually know how to deploy. That gap is going to stay open for at least 3 to 5 years while the technology absorbs into ordinary operations. 3 to 5 years is enough to build a 6-figure consulting practice and never look back. Tomorrow, we go through the 6 AI-era skills worth 6 figures, ranked by demand. The list nobody else has. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Drop your industry in the comments and I'll reply with the closest AI implementation specialist niche to you. Said any, you're not behind. You're early. See you tomorrow.